Nick and Lex here.
Hey everyone!
So tonight we're gonna get into finally some Iron Maiden.
Yes!
And I've decided, I've heard Iron Maiden all of my life. So my reaction is gonna be just like, I'm gonna make my faces and everything.
Typical
like an air guitar and all that stuff. But she has never heard this, and I wanted to, okay. I wanted to kill her off. No, the album is called Killers, so I want to start her off with something very like old. This is the second album Iron Maiden released, called Killers, released in 1981, and I wanted to start her off with not Paul Di'Anno yet, not Bruce Dickinson, but with an instrumental. There's only a few. Transylvania on the first album, and this one on this album.
Now, just to give you background, I have heard Iron Maiden.
She has heard
the basics.
The Trooper.
The super basics.
The Trooper, and I think that's it. Because
we
used
went
to play
to a
that.
concert, an Iron
But
Maiden
that was
concert.
the Book of Souls.
Yeah.
And they played basically the Book of Souls, the Trooper, and the typical Number of the Beast.
So I know Number of the Beast.
She doesn't know the hidden gems, because they don't play the hidden gems. They just play the Trooper. They play Fear of the Dark. They play the classics, the one that make a lot of moolah.
So I'm really excited to share this with you guys. Thank you so much. We are so overwhelmed with all of your guys' positive energy.
We can't keep up with the comments.
Like, I love every single one of you guys. And I am so thankful for your support, and we love it. Thank you so much, because, you guys are great.
Thank you. Give us recommendations, whatever you like to hear of Iron Maiden. Just stick to Iron Maiden for now, I guess, because they have like over 200 songs.
Like.
Yeah, but we'll play more Priest, Halloween.
And we just started our channel, so
a month ago. So
a month and 2 days that we uploaded our first reaction.
Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. Thank you,
yes, so much. And in 1 month we've tried to squeeze in as much diversity as we can, but there's definitely much more coming, and we'll be happy to take any suggestions too.
Thank you, guys.
Yes.
Let's give her some Iron Maiden.
Ready?
Sorry I have to interrupt, but because the song is only like 4 minutes long, but do you hear like some kind of influence here?
I just want to say one thing really quickly. One thing I really like about Iron Maiden is how much emphasis they throw on the bass. Yeah. You can always hear the bass. He's always doing something crazy. What's his name?
Steve Harris.
Yeah. Always doing something crazy and all out there, but it sounds awesome. With everything else that's going on, and the sound of the bass, the volume of the bass, it's much more in your face. Mm-hmm. Whereas other bands, sometimes I have to really focus on trying to hear it, or it's just playing the same thing as the drums, so it's kind of hard to hear it. But anyway.
I wanted to say yes, of course, Steve Harris is obviously inspired by Geddy from Rush, and this song sounds almost like a Rush song, a little bit on steroids.
Yeah.
And look, it's 1981, so I'm sure they were inspired by Rush. So it has that Rushy vibe. And there's right now there's like this totally abrupt change of the song. You will hear this in about a couple of seconds. But yeah, you read it. You hit it on the head. The nail on the head. Steve Harris is the mastermind of Iron Maiden. He writes most of the songs and most of the lyrics, just almost like with Neil Peart. So there you go. Good. She likes it. Awesome. I love it. It sounds so cool that it's suddenly like bump, 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 bump,
that's crazy.
And the other guitar is like, my God, when I first heard that song when I was like 18 years old, I was like, this is what I've been looking for my entire life. And I've listened to Metallica before. This song made me an Iron Maiden fan.
I can see that. It's getting me really.
Let's just can we just go back like 30 seconds?
Sure.
Like I've never done this before, but you might appreciate
Usually we do small.
This change into this oh my God, this is so good. I'm just gonna do it. Sorry.
Okay.
Done that before, but I mean,
we were on like half the song.
Iron Maiden is
so
literally like one of my favorite bands ever, so I took the liberty to like literally almost rewind the half of the song, but
it was perfect. I loved it. I loved listening to that transition again because it reminded me you were just listening to something totally different, very proggy. You know, like I would never thought I would say Iron Maiden was prog, and I'm probably gonna get murdered.
No. There is some progressive stuff. Like they're not a progressive metal band, but there is some stuff.
Change is very
you guys
the prog.
You guys would agree with me. Like Somewhere in Time and Seventh Son of a Seventh Son has a lot of prog elements. It's not a progressive band. They've never called themselves prog, but they have some moments. Such as this one. This
Yeah.
was very,
It was
like very abrupt, very like time signature changes. Amazing. I
yeah,
love
totally cool. I'm super happy you chose that one. I mean, I love Iron Maiden's vocals, of course, but sometimes it was a good like intro to say, okay, they're more than the vocals.
Yeah.
Like so that I could
The
get to
musicians,
experience
just
them
the band.
and then bring them in, and then I already heard them without. So that was a really cool choice. Thank you guys for
Thank you
joining
so
us.
much.
This was so much fun.
Yes. Oh my God, we finally made our first Iron Maiden
Yes.
video. We did a Judas Priest video previous to this. So I'm like in
Super
my
pumped.
zone now. You know? Because I mean, of course, I love Dream Theater and Rush, but these are the bands that I grew up with before discovering Rush and Dream
So Rush
Theater.
is more new,
Yeah.
like awesome, but yeah, this
I'm like right now I'm in the rabbit hole with her, like just such a cool thing as a couple, you know, to go through this journey and like with Rush, but also with Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
I mean, I can still appreciate
Oh yeah,
that,
we
you
are
know?
gonna go down many rabbit holes. Right now we're in Tool, Rush, Marillion.
Yeah.
We're going down
We're going
all
everywhere.
of them.
Dream Theater, she had never
Oh,
listened
Dream
to Dream
Theater, yeah.
We're gonna do more Liquid
Stephen Wilson,
Tension.
like Porcupine Tree. That's gonna be a fun one too. So
Yeah. So
thank
there's
you
a
guys.
lot more coming.
Yes.
Thank you so
We
much for
love doing
listening
this.
to
We
us.
love all of your like positivity and support. Thank you all so much. Like and subscribe.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Up the irons.